Just like a lot of the buildings in downtown Aurora, the building behind me has such rich history. At one point, it sold stoves and hardware. Another point, it sold tin, but now it's Tavern on Broadway. And we're featuring it in this episode of Aurora Eats. Come on, let's go learn more.
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Mark is the owner of Tavern on Broadway. Thank you so much for having us for this episode of Aurora Eats.
You're welcome.
How long have you been here at Tavern on Broadway?
Well, we've been open since January of 21.
21.
So 3.5 years.
3.5 years. And it's been quite a few different things. Before that, it was previously Tavern on the Fox. I think what I'm most interested in, though, is like way before, because I know that they were selling tin out of this building before and even stoves and hardware. Right. Can we talk about some of the history of this building?
Well, it's been a hardware since 1895.
Yeah.
It became Kartheiser's around 1916, which is the name out in the front entry. And it was owned by different Kartheiser family members until the mid-60s. And then it's been a number of things. It was a recruiting office for the armed services. It was a janitor to supply. It was a lawyer's office. It's been many different things through the years. And then it was Tavern on the Fox until about 2008. So they closed in 2008, and then it sat here till 2017 when I rented the building. And then we renovated it, and took us almost 3 years to open.
Spent a lot of nights at Tavern on the Fox. Spent a lot of nights here at Tavern on Broadway. When you give your elevator pitch as far as what you're all about, what can people expect when they come to Tavern on Broadway?
Well, that's a good question. We're just a local place. We love Aurora. I'm fairly new to Aurora, and we love it, and it's just a simple place. We have decent food, good burgers, and we're just a local place.
Can't forget the chili and the clam chowder.
This is true. We have we're pretty well known for our clam chowder, which was a recipe from a very good friend of mine, and then the chili recipe is something of mine that we've won a couple of awards for the Fire Museum across the street. So.
And aside from your food and your drinks, you also have events. I know there's karaoke, there's trivia, so bringing people in.
We do trivia on Wednesdays, and then we do entertainment on a sporadic basis. Normally on First Fridays we'll have entertainment, and then we have our enclosed deck in the back, which is heated in the winter, which is really nice when it gets a little chilly outside.
That's important. People love their outdoor dining. So talking all about this food is making me hungry. Can we go back in the kitchen and prepare some stuff?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Okay, Mark, so we've made our way to the kitchen. What is first?
Well, we're going to make some flatbreads today. One of our more popular items, we have a bacon jam that we put on a few different items. We put it on a burger and a chicken sandwich and one of our flatbreads. So we're going to make what we call our fallen swine flatbread, which is flatbread with bacon and our bacon jam, grilled chicken, some Gouda cheese, and we cook it up and serve it.
Very Gouda.
So we'll start with the flatbread and start with the 4 ounces of our bacon jam, which is a concoction of onions
so
and
good too.
10 pounds of bacon. There's some coffee in here. There's a lot of brown sugar, some red pepper.
And do you make this every day?
We make this about every other day because we serve a lot of it. And so we start with that, and then we have a marinated chicken breast that we use for our chicken sandwiches, and then we also use that for the fallen swine. And so that is just spread out, and then a little Gouda cheese on top.
Sounds Gouda.
More isn't always better because it just needs to melt good and crisp up just a little bit.
When you have to think, if you put too much on a flatbread, it's just gonna break apart when you try to put it in your mouth, right?
So this is about all there is to it. We'll go in the oven for about 4.5 minutes.
Now while that's cooking, we've
That's
got the
cooking.
chicken
We've got
wings
some
in the
wings that
fryer.
I've already pre-cooked them because they take quite a bit of time. So we start with the wings. We use about 1 pound of wings in every order. So it depends on how big the wings are. A little salt and pepper. We have a garlic butter that we put fresh roasted garlic in.
Oh my gosh, this smells
And
amazing.
then our buffalo sauce. We have 4 different kinds of wings. We have our sticky wings, which is kind of a sweet and hot. We have a Jamaican barbecue. We have a garlic parmesan and a Korean barbecue. But this is our most popular. And
then these, I'm assuming you can get ranch, blue cheese,
Yes.
celery, all the fixins.
we have all of that.
Love it.
We'll go with a little ranch today. We'll put some celery and carrots. And that's it. That's our buffalo style wings. We're also pretty well known for our chowder. And so we're gonna serve up some of our chowder today.
Love it.
And so we make this in-house. This is made pretty much every other day.
And you said this was a recipe by a friend of yours, right?
Very, very good friend of mine that lived in Boston, and he moved to Alaska for many years. And then he
He made it before he parked the car in the port or whatever.
and he certainly was a guy that you could not understand most of what he was saying. It was,
Yeah.
My name is Mark, and it was always Mock.
Mock.
And so that was Keith. So here's our chowder, and anybody's welcome to try that if
Do
they
you have
like.
a bell when things are ready?
We do.
Oh.
We do, but I got another way for you. We should be about done on our flatbread here. Actually, we're not. So, at a couple more minutes.
What types of drinks would you recommend pairing with things like this?
Oh my gosh! Well, the wings, a great beer would be. I love a good IPA, or depends on which kind of beer you like. But I like IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
If you like something on the other end, a little lighter, the Kronbacher Pils is one of our very most popular beers in the place.
I love it.
So
Maybe with a chili, I feel like a big, something thick, like a.
stout, maybe
Stout
a Guinness
or
or
Guinness?
something. Yeah, a Guinness. Yeah, would be good.
What pairs well with a chowder? Anything,
Ooh,
right?
I think pretty much anything.
Yeah.
People, hard to say.
What are you well known for when it comes to beer and or cocktails?
Well, we have a pretty extensive whiskey list, which people enjoy. We have one of probably the better Irish whiskey lists around. We make a couple of different cocktails. One is called a cucumber situation, which is a cucumber vodka and the tahini spices, which people enjoy. We also make a smoked Manhattan, which is very, very good. We put some cherry juice in there and smoke the glass. It's just very, very good. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
try one
let's
more
check
time
here.
for this
I think we're in pretty good shape here. Pull out our flatbread. Looks like it should be done.
Oh, that looks
Perfect.
great.
Looks perfect. And put this over here.
How many does this usually feed? Because I feel like this would just feed me.
It probably would feed you unless you wanted to maybe have this as an appetizer, which is normally what people do, and then we would serve you one of our burgers or something. Maybe a flatbread and a chowder.
Love it. Saved by the bell.
Saved by the Bell came out just in time. Little balsamic glaze, which won't open. Is that on camera? Green again for a little color and flavor. And that's 4 of our most popular items. There you go. Ring the bell.
Okay, Mark, So I think we're set with food. We have our chicken wings, we have our chili, we have our flatbread, we have our chowder. We also have our drinks here. And I know we talked a little bit about our drinks in the kitchen, but this looks fantastic. Can you remind me what this is called?
This is a cucumber situation.
Okay.
It's cucumber vodka, Cointreau, a little lime juice, and then we put the chamoy and tahini on the glass, which is something that's just something new to me since I've been here in Aurora, but it's something we use a lot, and it's very tasty.
Now, this might be a weird question. Do people leave it on the rim or do they lick it off the rim?
Oh, no, they lick it off.
Okay,
You will want it.
Okay.
For sure. So,
All right. So can I taste it?
absolutely.
And this is one of your most popular drinks?
It is.
Yeah, that's delicious. That's delicious. I could probably drink that whole thing in one
could.
sip.
You could.
Okay. So what are we going to eat first? And what are you drinking, by the way?
I'm having a Kronbacher, which is a German Pilsner, which is one of my favorite beers.
On tap,
And
you have it?
we have it on tap, and it's just something that is a little different than if somebody wants a lighter beer. It's a legitimate beer, and one of the most popular Pilsners in the world.
Pairs well with noon. Okay. So let's dig in.
What do we want?
You were talking about this flatbread.
This is one of our most popular items.
Okay.
The bacon jam that we do put on a couple of different things is, I've tried to figure out a way to can it and sell it, but haven't figured that out yet. But people do like it quite a bit.
That's really good. You can taste the bacon right away. And the onions that are in there are not too overpowering. That's really good. You can make a meal just of this.
All right, I'll try one of those.
Would you like one of your own chicken wings?
I
sir?
would. So
How about some?
see if they're any good.
See if they're any good.
No.
See, I don't think I could ever work in a restaurant or own a restaurant because I would just eat all day, every day. How do you not weigh like 800 pounds from just eating all day, every day?
I pick a little bit from, all day long.
Well, and you're probably on your feet all day.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm on my feet, work a lot, and just try not to eat too much, I guess. So actually, that's pretty good.
That's really good. So then you had the garlic sauce and
we have
buffalo sauce?
We have a garlic parmesan wing. We have Korean barbecue, Jamaican barbecue, and then quite a few people ask for them plain.
Yeah.
And just want the plain wing because it's
Would be that guy right there.
Salt and pepper and a little ranch dressing on it. Kind of a good way to go.
It's really good.
So,
And then obviously the sides.
should we try the soup?
I think we should try the soup.
So, this is
So you said in the chili was a few different things, right?
we've got sirloin, ground beef, bacon, Italian sausage, 3 kinds of peppers, habanos, jalapenos, Anaheims, 2 kinds of beans. It's a bit of a process. It takes most of the day to put it together. So.
And it'll take me 30 seconds to eat it all. That's really good.
I don't get tired of that.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you said you've won awards for this?
We won 2 awards. The Fire Museum has a fundraiser once a year, and those are our trophies up there actually that we've won. So we've won Judge's Choice and People's Choice. So,
Very good.
So, what do you think?
Well, it's amazing. Cheers, Mark.
I need to wash it down with a little beer.
Yeah. Thank you for having us for this episode of Aurora Eats.
That's great fun.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.